Hey guys, it's Oreo and Christine here. Today we're going to teach you how to make healthy dog treats in the shape of dog bones. It could really be any cookie cutter shape you have, but I'm using a dog bone shape today. Let's look at the ingredients and equipment I'm using today. Ingredient-wise, I'm using 4 chicken breast tenderloins, 3/4 of a carrot, and 1/4 cup of rice powder. With my recipe, you can make about 13 sticks. If you want to make more, then increase the ingredients proportionally. You also don't have to use 3/4 of a carrot. I just wanted to use up my carrot. Normally, you can just put in half a carrot. In terms of the equipment, I'm using a food blender, oven, a stove to cook on, a cutting board, gloves, and cookie cutter of your choice, which for me is the dog bone shape. Let's get started on the rice powder first. Roast 1/4 cup of rice on low heat for 6 to 7 minutes until brown. The reason why we add rice powder in this recipe is so that it extracts some of the moisture from the chicken and the carrot. Once you're done roasting the rice, let the rice cool before you put it into the food blender and blend until the rice turns into powder. Once the rice powder is ready, set it aside and we can start preparing the other ingredients. Now I'm going to cut up the chicken and the carrots into small cubes so that it's easier for blending later on. Now I'm going to start blending the chicken cubes in 2 separate batches so it doesn't get stuck in my blender and blends the chicken more evenly. What I'm looking for is a paste-like texture to the chicken. What I found during blending is that it's important to change the speed on the blender from time to time so the food doesn't get stuck around the blender. So make sure you do this when you're blending the chicken and also later on for the carrots. Now we can move on to blending the carrots. Once we're done with blending the chicken and carrots, we can take out our cutting board and start smoothing the chicken and carrots over the cutting board as flat as possible. Now take some paper towels and start drying out the mixture. We want to extract as much moisture as possible so the snacks can keep their shape when baked. Now add in a 1/4 cup of rice powder into the mixture. What we usually do is roast 1/2 cup of rice and keep the extra rice powder in a Tupperware for next time. Oreo eats 1 stick per day, so we actually go through the snacks very quickly. So I tend to make more rice powder so that the next time I make the recipe, I don't have to go through the process of roasting the rice again. At this point, you can put on your gloves so the mixture doesn't stick to your hands, and start mixing the mixture as evenly as possible to get the rice powder well absorbed into the chicken and the carrots. Build the mixture into the same height as your cookie cutter and put your cookie cutter into the mixture to get the shape that you want. Be sure to push the mixture tightly into the cookie cutter so it doesn't lose its shape when you push it out of the mold. Now you can place the snacks onto a baking paper on a tray, and we can get ready to put it into the oven. Preheat the oven at 150 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes. Once you're ready, put the baking tray full of goodies into the oven and bake for 25 minutes at 150 degrees Celsius. After 25 minutes, turn the snacks on the other side and bake for another 10 minutes. Once the snacks turn into a beautiful brown caramel color, it's ready to go. Take out the snacks and leave it to cool for at least 15 minutes before giving it to your dog. Now comes the best part. Watch your dog enjoy the delicious homemade snack that you know is healthy and has no preservatives. We hope you and your dog enjoyed this recipe. We'll see you next time. Bye!